I feel like with the Deshaun Watson story or situation, however you want to use it, I feel like I'm watching, like hard cable news after a major piece of news happens, and then I just watch it for 10, 12, 14, 15 straight hours, waiting for the next, iteration, the next news cycle to actually affect what I'm talking about or watching being talked about nonstop with the story not changing. That's the way I feel. And I feel like at some point I'm going to be on the phone with somebody like yourself or another colleague of ours in the business, and something is going to, the other shoe's going to drop, right? Unless the Texans really feel like the shoes don't have to drop. What the hell is going on there right now, Albert?
Well, nothing. I mean, is the best way to put it. I mean, I think, unless and until one of the two sides moves off their position, we sort of are where we are. And, I think it's obvious. Texans' position is we're not moving him, and Watson's position is I don't want to be here, and so until one of the sides moves off one of those positions, then we're going to be where we're going to be. And I think one of the things that puts it in the sort of spot that you just described, there really isn't tension, right? There really isn't tension on the Texans to do something right now. Now maybe there will be a few weeks down the line, but it's not like with the Eagles and Carson Wentz or the Jets and Sam Darnold, where you got to be worried that if you don't move the guy before the middle of March, seats could start filling up, and all of a sudden now you can't find a suitor and you can't get value for him. Deshaun Watson's such a good player that his value is going to hold. So it doesn't really matter if you trade him tomorrow or if you trade him on April 20th. And that's why, to me, this thing is probably going to be where it is, and the Texans are going to probably try to do some more to fix the relationship before it gets to the point where he's actually traded. And I really look at it. The next deadline, to me, will be the draft, because if you are going to move Deshaun Watson, I would think that you would want to try to get some sort of long-term answer at the position in return. And once you get past the draft, now you're talking about maybe trading them for draft picks. You don't know where they're going to be, obviously in 2022. And you don't even know, what that class is going to look like. There's no Trevor Lawrence next year. Next year's draft class looks fairly bereft to quarterback. So, I would say that the draft is probably the time when the Texans might feel the need to make a trade, or feel the need to make a decision, or feel the need to get some sort of closure on the issue. But they don't have to do it right now. And I think because Nick Caserio understands he has such a precious commodity in Deshaun Watson, a 25-year-old top 5 quarterback, it behooves him over the next 5 or 6 weeks, at least until we get closer to the draft, to do every single thing he possibly can to get it done, to get something, to do something to try and, make the situation a little bit more amenable to whatever Deshaun Watson's looking for.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.